Lai is a former player who is also a coach like you. You work with him. How what's the prospects? How good do you think he can be as a
He
coach?
has a future in coaching. Seriously, he has a future in coaching. But everybody, we all have our shortcomings. So during the course of the work, I'll be mentoring him to get himself back. I was like him, very aggressive. Sometimes you have, but I'm not aggressive today, but I'm very strict. Understand me? So I think by the time we finish the assignment given to us, but seriously, he's a good coach.
Thank you, coach.
Thank you.
Hello, friends. Welcome to the Hour Soccer. My name is Delali Frank, and this is News Daily, where I serve you with all the major trending news in the last few hours. In today's edition, I have an exclusive news to share with you. I spoke with the head coach of the U17, which is Karim Zito. I asked him about the success his team earned at the just ended U17 championship organized by UEFA in Serbia. I also asked him about his assistant coach, which is Laryea Kingston. He said a lot of good things about Laryea. We're going to listen to him. But if it's your first time, please hit on the subscription button and let's build this community together. Without wasting much time, let's get straight into today's video. Great. So in today's video, last time I spoke with the head coach of the U17, which is Karim Zito. I asked him about his team, how they prepared for the competition, the success, what contributed to the success, and I also asked him an important question of Laryea Kingston and how good he is, because this is Laryea's first time of being related to the national team. He's a very good coach. He's somebody that has worked with WAFA and resigning at WAFA to come work for the Ghana Football Association as the assistant coach. And when Ghana went to the U17 championship, Ghana won all our 3 games, beat Serbia, beat Spain, and beat Switzerland. The last game, the last were down, but managed to win by 3 goals to 2. In that tournament, a lot of people said that the pattern of play and how Ghana played in that particular competition is pretty much similar to how Laryea Kingston's team plays. So a lot of people were giving a lot of credit to Laryea. And in that competition itself, there were a lot of also questions about the age, because there was a belief that some of the kids that went into the competition did not make it for the U70 championship because of the MRI. The head coach has explained the reason why those young players were involved. He said that they were asked to, out of the 20 players that went to the competition, they were asked to use 4 players that were a bit 17 years. So they had 4 players. They had 16 players should have to be under 16, and then 4 out of that players should be under 17, should be a bit mature. So that's why we saw those 4 young boys in there. I asked him about how they managed to put the squad together, and he said that they did it in collaboration with the technical directorate. So the squad is not only the head coaches putting the squad together, but they did it in collaboration with the technical directorate. I asked him about working with Laryea and how good he is. He said he's a very good coach. He gave him the chance to explore, do a lot of things on the pitch so that he'll become great. Let's listen to the head coach and what he said.
Coach, first of all, congratulations on the victory. How was the competition? How was the tournament?
It was a nice one for development. There wasn't any pressure there. Every team that came there with the purpose of coming to develop their own national team. So sometimes at this stage, it's not about winning. It's about how you can develop the players. And then there was some regulations pertaining the tournament, like 207 and 204. 207 should be 16 out of the 20, and 4 should be 208. So you can easily see its development. And it served us right. We did all what we could do to lift the name Ghana in terms of football. So So far, so we were very happy. The boys had the exposure, and then they delivered.
Coach, individual players, how was the approach in terms of individual performance on the pitch?
Well, it was collective responsibilities, both from the technical team and then the playing body. It wasn't there for a single person or a single technical team to do. Like my able assistants or everybody played his part in this winning. Even the technical director. When you watch the way we selected this, we didn't select the players out of our own scouting programs, but they were scouted by the regional coaches to the technical directory, and then we took over. So it was collective responsibilities that gave us the victory.
Coach, a lot of people say that the pattern at which the boys played is more of you giving your assistant coach the opportunity to implement a lot of things that he know.
Yeah, it's part of it. It's part of it. He's my assistant. He's assisting me. So definitely we'll put our heads together and then we do the do. So it's not me, it's not him alone, all of us. Because the objective is to raise the image of the U17. And it was not brought by me alone. I can't do it alone. He can't do it alone. At least I'm sitting down, managing things. He is controlling the game. So it's part of it.
Coach, I'm going to ask you a last question. If Lai is a former player who is also a coach like you work with him. What's the prospects? How good do you think he can be as a coach?
He has a future in coaching. Seriously, he has a future in coaching. But everybody, we all have our shortcomings. So during the course of the work, I'll be mentoring him to get himself back. I was like him, very aggressive. Sometimes you have, but I'm not aggressive today, but I'm very strict. Understand me? So I think by the time we finish the assignment given to us, but seriously, he's a good coach.
Thank you, Coach.
Thank you.
Awesome. So you listen to the assist. Awesome. So you listen to the head coach of the U17, Karim Zito. I'm particularly happy with how he showered a lot of praises on his assistants. He called him his able assistant. Obviously, he knows that he's a very good coach because he left most of the job to him because Zito was also working with Dreams FC. So most of the time, the last were in charge and were managed by his assistant who did a brilliant job. As I'm speaking with you now, I understand that the team is heading to Saudi Arabia for another friendly game. I think Zito will not be going because he'll be working with Dreams FC, I understand. But Lai is in charge and the team is going to be successful. Let me know what you think in the comment section. Very soon, maybe Lai will be the next Black Stars coach. Until we meet again, my name is Delali Frank. Bye bye for now.